Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the World Ultimate Strongman Championships, which is taking place in October in Dubai. We're excited about it. We've had some very exciting news, quite a bit of exciting news actually. We can't tell you all of it today, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we can allude to it.
We can allude a little bit. We're going to give them a little bit of
Give you a teaser.
But yeah, Liz is going to tell us what's happening. Basically what they're doing is they're announcing an official qualifying system for next year's WUS. I don't like using the term WUS.
WUS.
I did bring this up with them when I competed last year. But the World Ultimate Strongman,
Yes.
the competition that we did in Dubai last year is taking place again this year in October. 3 weeks time now, it's not long at all. We're getting excited about going over. But they've announced a qualifying system for next year's competition, and it gives everyone an opportunity to get to the top. It's quite an in-depth little system they've got going on.
Yeah,
so I'm going to get Liz to kind of go through it. And obviously, you know, we've had a quick look at this and there's a lot of repeat kind of areas, but there's certainly some interesting kind of new ways to get to what is now considered one of the absolute top shows in the world and is pushing to be the best show in the world. So Liz, over to you.
Thanks. Hi guys, and welcome to Big Liz Official. So, in WUS's words, they are saying...
Big Liz.
Big Liz. I'm rolling with it, literally. So, WUS, World's Ultimate Strongman, are hoping to find the best of the best within each region in order to truly unearth the strongest man on Earth. So this will include, so these are the guys who are going to be qualifying for next year's competition. The top 15 from World's Ultimate Strongman, which is arguably, probably the top 15 guys in the world, give or take 1 or 2 athletes. All 10 from the Arnold Strongman Classic in Ohio. So that's going to be a lot of repeats, isn't it?
It is going to be a lot of repeats, yeah, but there's always 1 or 2 new faces there. The amateur worlds in Ohio qualifies for the Arnolds the following year.
Yeah.
So that's a completely new face that will get there. Like you say, there'll be a lot of repeat faces, and it's going to be like that throughout some of the lists, but there is a few interesting ones as well.
And all 10, so there's 10 people that compete in the Arnolds. Okay, that's cool. The winner of the Arnold's Amateur via Strongman Corporation, which would include that person anyway. Top 3 from Giants Live Europe's Strongest Man.
Okay, again, most likely kind of repeat guys again, but you know,
potential for guys to sneak through, like if someone like Graham Hicks wanted to do Europe's
or
next
if you look
year.
at like Ben Badger, who came third at the
second. He came second.
Was he
Ben
second?
Brunning. Yeah, he came second.
Jesus.
Come on, you were there. We lived it. He was second.
My brain.
Novikov came third. I know. We've been to too many competitions this year. So.
But yeah, it's an opportunity for someone else to sneak in.
Yeah. This is a good wildcard one. The winner of the Strongman Champions League series.
Yeah, again, you know, I mean, you got a chance of kind of like, you know, you get someone like Krzysztof Radzikowski does a lot of Champions Leagues, but again, it's an opportunity for a lot of the guys that compete in those shows to qualify for this.
And for those not that familiar with Strongman Champions League, sometimes just competing often enough can place you really well because it's a points-based system done over quite a few competitions throughout the year.
They have the most probably comprehensive kind of league system, if you like. They have about 12 to 16 competitions a year.
Yeah.
And obviously you accumulate points, a bit like a Formula One kind of racing system where you get a certain amount of points for each competition. Obviously if you place first, you get the most points. And then I think it's something like 25, 18. It's a weird system they have. But yeah, I mean, Irving Katona won that many times without often winning shows.
Yeah.
He would just be constantly
he's just always there.
always there, place him top 3, top 4, and he qualifies. He's actually going to be at Dubai as well.
Is he? Oh, that's good. I love Irving. He's funny.
There's the best laugh in Strongman.
He does. Proper Santa laugh. The winner of the Emirates Strength Middle East Strongest Man.
So this is a completely new region that they're focusing on. Obviously, the competition's in Dubai, so it makes sense. But it's quite good. I had a conversation with the organisers, and I think it's great that they're sort of opening opportunities to different regions for Strongman. So obviously, Strongman mainly, you know, there's a few exceptions, but mainly it's Europe and America.
Yeah.
They're the kind of, you know, countries that have dominated. Or regions that have dominated. They're where the staple of the athletes come from. I know we have a couple from, you know, you get a few from Africa, a few from Australia, but the majority of the athletes are in those regions. and the majority of the big competitions are in those regions. So it's good to be seeing the sport taken to different areas and sort of growing globally.
And who knows who could be hiding in those areas as
They
well.
have as well. If you look at like
weightlifting, Olympic lifting,
wrestlers, weightlifters, those kind of countries have some really seriously strong athletes.
Yeah, so could be some hidden gems in the Middle East. The winner of the Golf Strongest Man, a yearly event starting in 2020, which will cover the Gulf region.
Yep. So again, similar to the one we just spoke about, it's another region that's opening up, giving people the opportunity to compete at the top level against the world's best athletes.
The winner of the official Strongman Games.
So that's a really good opportunity for any of you kind of up and coming guys that haven't competed at the world level yet, but believe you're good enough.
Yeah.
The official Strongman Games is open to anyone. The online qualifier, anyone can enter. It's your chance to qualify to Giants Live competitions, potentially World's Strongest Man, and now these guys have opened it as a spot. So if you go and win it, you're coming to Dubai.
Yeah, which is amazing, isn't it? Top 3 from the World's Strongest Man, which, again, we're going to have...
Yeah, I mean, it's quite funny that they're only taking the top 3 from the World's Strongest Man, but they'll take the top 10 from the Arnold. So that's a little bit of a controversial debate, perhaps.
I hadn't thought of it.
But again, I'd expect a lot of repeat names.
Yeah, of course.
The top 2 at World's Strongest Man were the top 2 in the Arnolds.
Yeah.
It's...
and could possibly be the top 2 at Europe's.
Yeah.
Wow,
depends if this is going to represent America or... Latvia, but
nice of a choice.
I've done that card before.
Yeah. So they haven't said how many guys will be competing next year. It seems like potentially it's quite a few because we know as a minimum it's 15.
I quite like this. I've said before I'd love to see World's Strongest Man rather than having 30 guys there split into 5 different groups, having 20 or 30 guys go head to head over a set amount of events. A bit like the CrossFit Games, where you've got 40 of the best athletes from all over the world, and then there's really no room for a bad event.
No, you can't hide anywhere.
So if you've got 18 to 20 guys competing, and you have one bad event, and a guy that comes to mind is Kiliaskowski with his deadlift.
Yeah.
If he places low on that event, it's not like some comps where, okay, you came 5th or 6th, you've dropped 6 points. If you drop 20 points or 15 points potentially,
you're going to know about it.
It's a lot to lose. So it does make it interesting when you've got that many athletes competing. And I quite like it because you've really got to be the best all-round.
It's really exciting and it's harder to choose. I mean, you look at 10 athletes with 5 events, it's quite easy often, barring injuries and mistakes. Yeah. It's usually quite easy to predict, isn't it? But when it throws it wide open.
Yeah,
when...
I think when you kind of open it up to that many athletes and maybe a few extra events, it really finds out who is the absolute best in the world.
Yeah.
So I've said many, like for a long time now, I'd like to see World's Strongest Man over 8 to 10 events with 20 to 40 of the best guys in the world. Even if you had like a cut-off after a few events, say, you cut the field from 40 to 20, if you want to do it that way, or even just 20 from the start and cut to 10 after a set amount of events. But I feel it's a better way of finding the best guy in the world.
If that's what they truly want to do.
The way they're kind of moving forward. They're trying to find guys from every single region. Obviously, they've, year one, they invite who they thought were the best guys in the world.
Yeah.
The guys that are established and have competed a lot. But now they're making it better and better every year. They're trying to allow everyone a chance to qualify. And if you're good enough now, is that all the qualifying spots you've gone through?
Yes, that's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a few different regions, but there's a few small spots in there available for anyone to qualify.
Yeah.
The real kind of one I would look at as an up and coming strongman is the official Strongman Games route, because it's open to anyone. All you need is a computer to enter your numbers, and then you get invited to the shows if you're good enough, and then you get the chance to compete and qualify for not just this show, but potentially 3 or 4 of the biggest shows in the world. So you could go from being amateur to competing with the likes of Thor and Brian Shaw and Lissis within a year, which is amazing. It's great to see that opportunity coming through.
Yeah, definitely. And that wasn't the route that Evan has got through.
Evan started through official Strongman.
Was it?
Yeah,
so he
went
qualified for a Giants Live, he won that, and now he's qualified for Worlds next year. So, and that was all within the space of a year and a half.
He won a Giants Live this year as well.
Yeah, so it can be done. It's
Definitely.
and now more so than ever, people always say about how do you do this? It used to be very difficult. There was no real clear qualifying system, and even we were confused, weren't we? We weren't quite sure.
It can be confusing. As an athlete, sometimes you're just waiting to see if you'll get an invite.
This year you were, weren't you? When they announced that
this year
they were cutting the amount of athletes.
Yeah, but I'd already qualified because I had secured a Giants Live spot. But even then, you sort of you don't know for sure.
You don't know what
still
they're
kind
going
of
to do.
worry. But no, it's good to see the sport moving forward. I've said this for a long time now. Sometimes, it's probably caused problems that I've kind of been vocal about it. But it's just I'm passionate about the sport. I genuinely love strongman. I genuinely want to see the athletes do better, see the sport grow, and just get better and better, which is what we're starting to get slowly now. It's the fan base is growing, the competitions are getting better.
Prize money is improving.
In some shows. These guys, without question, have kind of put the most money into, in terms of prize money. It actually, I'm not going to go into figures, but this is the highest prize money show. The Arnold's is second. So that shows you like how World's Strongest Man is lagging behind now. And Worlds is behind the Arnold's in this by a good amount.
Yeah. And I think Worlds still has the prestige in terms of the title.
Oh, Worlds is the title that everyone wants to win, but I think shows now for athletes, you're sort of getting the opportunity. It's becoming a bit more like, say, a little bit like tennis, where you've got Grand Slams. There's not one show that's the biggest one now. There's a few shows, and that's good. It creates competition, it creates opportunities for athletes, and I think that's great. As an athlete myself, I don't want to just have one show a year to compete in. I want opportunities to compete and to compete for worthwhile kind of titles.
Yeah, of course.
And now you've probably got, I'd say these are the three biggest titles in the world now. World's Strongest Man, this show, and the Arnold's. They're the three biggest shows. And as a European, I'd go Europe's Strongest Man after that.
Helps that you won.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'd like to kind of have a major.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah,
definitely.
But it's exciting news. It's really good. Do you want to talk about the other? We can't.
Well, we can't really. So we've been told something that, and we're not trying to be dicks.
We just can't announce it yet. We will be announcing it very soon.
Yeah. Basically, we're waiting for a contract.
But it's something that everyone's been talking about in the past for some of the other shows, and I think you guys are going to really like it. Just as a fan of strongman, I think it's brilliant, and it's something I would be, if I was just a fan, I'd be interested in it. As an athlete, I'm very interested in it.
Yeah. And
it could potentially, especially kind of where my career is going, let's give you a little hint there, but it's something that's quite exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
And they've got a few other things to announce as well, so we'll fill you in with those as soon as we can. We're a little bit late uploading this video.
We've been busy.
We've been really busy. Yeah, really busy. Unfortunately, I wanted to put this video up towards the end of last week, but we had to get a few things done.
We did.
But anything else that we need to kind of update people on with this?
Not really. But I think it's interesting, the whole, the conversation or the argument, is Wuss going to be the new World's Strongest Man? I think right now, the only thing that the World's Strongest Man has that's better or bigger is the production quality.
The production quality of World's Strongest Man is very, very good.
I think as soon as a company like Wuss, though, can get on par with that.
Stop calling them Wuss.
Sorry. World's Ultimate Strongman. Do you know, I get so
they do it on purpose
though.
now. I think they just like seeing these big guys called Wuss. It's becoming a bit like boxing with all the different kind of promoters.
Federations and stuff with similar sounding names. But, sorry, I'm going to say Wuss.
Okay.
So I think as soon as...
Are you calling me a Wuss? Or?
Yes. So as soon as Wuss get on that level, or even close to that level of World's Strongest Man,
I can safely
production.
say the treatment of the athletes is the best.
Yeah.
The show is going to be amazing. They listen as well. I'm someone, I don't care who they are, I'll give them my feedback, honest feedback.
Yeah.
And I gave them that last year. Last year the show went on for 13 hours, 12 hours, something like that. It was ridiculous. But the organisers take that on board.
Yeah.
And they have listened, and they are changing things, and they totally understand that. Okay, it was their first year. We've run shows before, and you do learn things when you
of course you do.
But it's good to see people that are putting such big shows on actually listen.
Yeah. There's no ego there at all, is there? They want to work
there's
with
ego
the
because
athletes.
they want to be the best, but
Yeah,
they actually
course,
they're not treating the athletes just like pawns.
No.
They're kind of, you know, working with us.
Or contestants, which you guys have been called before at other competitions. I will not name names.
They are treating us genuinely like proper athletes, looking after us when they're out there. I'm not competing this year, and they are kind of, you know, they're taking me and my family over there.
Yeah.
I'm working on the show, obviously, doing some stuff, but the fact they offered to bring my family after I kind of tore my Achilles at Worlds, I was kind of taken aback, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, it was a real shock to be treated like that, and
which is sad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, especially kind of, you know, how long we've been involved and stuff. But I certainly didn't expect it, and it was, you know, it's not just us. They treat
Everyone.
all the families and not just the athletes, the families as well get treated really, really well, which is why I'm so excited about the show. You know, I'm always excited about strongman shows, but this one particularly, I think, is growing and growing and growing. And I think this year is going to be great. I think next year, with this qualifying system and some of the other things that are going to be announced very, very soon, it's going to be an exciting show. There is links below for tickets and stuff if people are interested. It is going to be, honestly, if you wanted to make a holiday of going to a strongman show, this is the one to go to.
Definitely.
Because obviously we went through in the other video with some of the perks that you get. Like you're going to get the chance to have breakfast with the athletes.
Yeah, you go to the athlete after party.
Obviously the show, the hotels are amazing.
Yeah.
The day excursions that you get as well.
Doing experiences with strongmen, so you'll pay and you'll go on a day out with a strongman, and a good one as well, not just some bum.
Pretty good ones.
Pretty good ones. It's going to be on days out the whole time. I lost.
But it's going to be a brilliant week. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. Of
And
course.
we will be back with another video to announce some of those different.
And more importantly, our prediction video.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Liz beat me last time, so you're going down this time.
Ding 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 ding.
We need like proper kind of, you know, predictions this time.
He's going to make a science of it this time. He's going to have spreadsheets. And
No, I've already thought about it. To be
have
honest,
you?
I need to see how everyone's training over the next few
Okay,
weeks,
see, I go
some-
on intuition.
We need to be able to actually gamble on these. Put some bets on. That would be good.
That would be cool, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
that's where we need to like step it up to now.
We could do
It's
our
not so
own
good
little...
at, it's not so good at World's Strongest Man, where you'd be betting on watching it 7 months later.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone wins.
Yeah.
I don't think it would work like that.
No.
But no, we are definitely looking forward to Dubai. We have some other announcements to come very, very soon.
Predictions to come soon.
Predictions to come soon. I'm sure we'll have some other videos.
And we're going to be vlogging daily from Dubai as well. So we will take you with us in our own little way.
Yeah, you get to come with us from travelling there.
Oh, with 3 children, God help us all.
The monster is going to be coming on her first
That's
aeroplane.
our baby, our toddler.
The other two are right. She's the troublesome one.
Yes.
No, it's going to be fun. But yeah, let us know what you think of those guys. It's exciting for me as an athlete and as a fan as well. So you're just a strongman wag, so you're excited.
Swag.
Right, guys, take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye.